An American Armed Force veteran laments by the gravestones of his military organization that passed on during the Second Great War. Back home, he brings his children up in a devout setting and requests that they disregard weapons. After a wicked battle turns amiss, Desmond peruses the good book and promises not to hurt one more human in his life from that point. Desmond then, at that point, saves the existence of a specialist, encountering a healthy fulfillment all the while. In the medical clinic, he is stricken by a medical caretaker, who he then, at that point, dates. After the U.S. enters World War II, the two children join up, adding to the fury of the dad who scorns his children enlisting in the military. The thorough routine of preparing in the military requires Desmond to clear his guns preparing. However, after a gigantic spat with his seniors, his dad, an old corporal, mediates to save Desmond from being court-martialed and present with the military as a doctor. They get presented on Hacksaw Edge, Okinawa. A success there would guarantee that the realm of Japan gives up to the partnered powers. What happens consequently? In Lynchburg, Desmond Doss and his sibling Hal are raised by a broken family since their dad Tom Doss is a drunkard veteran of the Second Great War that beats their mom Bertha. At some point, Desmond nearly kills Hal and his life is impacted by the edict "Thou shalt not kill." Years after the fact, he meets the attendant Dorothy Shuta and they fall head over heels for one another. Desmond, who is Seventh-day Adventist Christian and pacifist, chooses to enlist in the military to serve his country in the Second Great War, but he will not convey or utilize any weapon and solicitations to act as battle doctor to save lives. He deals with a few issues during the preparation and yet he prevails to go to the conflict to take part in the Okinawa. Will he be helpful in the battlefield? Desmond T. Doss, who saved 75 men in Okinawa, during the bloodiest clash of World War II, without discharging a solitary shot. Accepting that the conflict was simply yet killing was by the buy-off base, he was the main American trooper in World War II to battle on the bleeding edges without a weapon. As a military surgeon, Doss independently cleared the injured close to adversary lines, conquering foe fire and risking his own life. He was the primary non-combatant to at any point procure the Legislative Award of Honor. Desmond T. Doss, who won the Legislative Decoration of Distinction in spite of declining to remain battle-ready during World War II on strict grounds. Doss was drafted and excluded by individual fighters for his radical position, however proceeded to gain appreciation and veneration for his dauntlessness, magnanimity and empathy after he put his life in extreme danger, without discharging a shot, to save 75 men in the clash of Okinawa.